Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
So we're back at the home studios just for a few videos today. I've got a video to share with you guys. It's a band we have reacted to before. I'm not going to say the band name or the band title, but we're going to go straight into the video. It's a new video that dropped 24 hours or 48 hours ago. So this is the first chance we've had to obviously check it out. So without further ado, let's go check out today's video.
Not this flesh, I'm not my name. I'm not these clothes, I'm not my pain. I rip myself open every day. These ruins make a sorry stage. Admit that it's us. We are the virus with greed and violence and rage. We choke up the silence, but it's a much bigger trip to discover. Inside
Okay, so there we go. That was Diso Fluid, and we are the virus. So we checked out Diso Fluid. Actually, our video for the last reaction we did dropped this morning. It's a song called Mercury that we checked out before, which was that one which was in the warehouse and had the bits like particles floating in the air in the video, and had one amp but no. I had a big bass amp but no guitar amp in the video, and I criticised it for that particular reason last time. But was an interesting band. So we're actually interviewing Grog from Diso Fluid later this week. So it was important that we check out the new video. I'll kick this one off if you guys don't mind. I like the track. It reminds me of kind of I got vibes of like early 90s, like the Cult, that kind of weird gothic hard rock kind of vibe that kind of comes in. So there was definitely some sort of elements of those coming through in there. I felt I wanted more guitar. We talked about it on a few songs, where songs that became quite vocal heavy, where the vocal was really prominent and all the instrumentation seems to get pushed down. That's what this felt like in this song. So the vocals were really up front. And the guitar riffs, although the guitar tone they're using like a light distortion, it's not like they're putting a lot of heavy distortion or anything behind it. So it kind of it sits nicely balanced. I just would have liked to hear it cutting through more to add some additional weight, because when the chorus kicked in, I don't think the song really stepped up to the next level as far as like giving you that, you get that like endorphin rush sometimes on choruses where it kind of takes you up and you're like, yes, it's hit. I didn't quite get that. It was a nice chorus, but I never quite got that vibe of wow, because nothing ever elevated. It just all kind of stayed the same the whole way through in vibe. Generally, 95% of the vocals I really liked, but for me, I kept having to check, because for about 5% of the time, I was sitting there listening to the vocals going, are the vocals quite right with what's going on with the guitar, or there's something not quite. It's almost like, when some people do like a back-to-back take when you're recording the album and then you have to go in and do some overdubs. To me, it felt like there were some overdub points that still needed to be done on it, and that could just be me. Sometimes that does happen if your ears aren't rested. I was at a live show last night, and maybe my ears are picking up something wrong, but I don't know. Vocally, there was a couple of things compared to Mercury. There was a few key notes or key bum notes, in my opinion. Could be wrong, especially as we're interviewing Kirk later this week. But I have to be honest, that's what I heard. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I did like the track as a whole. It's a great concept. The song's called "We Are the Virus," and the idea being that human beings are the virus on the planet. And I like there's one line there that talks about, because like everything we touch we destroy, we have a habit as a species, and it's like there's a line there, we have no more right to be here than the forest or the spiders, and yet we destroy the forest, we kill spiders, and yet we think we have the rights. And yet I thought that was a great line from the lyrics. So I like the concept. One of the questions I actually had for Grog later this week is the location of the band, because they're an English band, but I know that she's based out in LA. I believe it is. I think it's LA. But I know she's based in America anyway. But you can tell from the video they've all been shot in 3 different locations and just kind of cut the footage together. So I'm curious about how that came about with the writing of the new album and the new material. So yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag for me. But what did you think, Kirk?
I preferred it to Mercury, and I enjoyed Mercury. To me, that sounded like PJ Harvey fronting an alternative metal band from the mid-90s. Yeah, good vocal performance. I agree. There was 1 or 2 notes that seemed quite unorthodox in that chorus. I do like how she held on to some of those notes as well. I thought the gain on that, the heavy amp gain, was the best feature of it. You said that it wasn't that powerful, almost like it was a rock band, using a few metallic.
It sounded like it was a very expansive, like a guitar tone that's been used to fill the background, but it just didn't really give me any weight to it. It was I could hear it. I was listening out. I was going, right, let me just focus on the guitars. Can I hear everything that's going on? And I could hear all the different notes. I could hear all the strumming, what he was playing, and I was like, but I'm not getting the vibe of any real weight to the song. That's probably maybe a little bit of a boost that would have been helped on the chorus just to take it up a notch.
Yeah, do you know what it sounded like to me as well? Imagine that band, the Cranberries, who have this great multi-platinum selling album, don't they, in the mid-90s, and some great songs in that. That's like a metal version of that. But if I turn that on its head, it sounds like some of the musicians in that band, they've been presented with a rock song and they're stubborn and they're like, well, I'm still going to put some metal riffs and a well thought out solo using, heavy metal techniques. So it sounded like they were almost sabotaging the song.
Okay.
Which I like. I do like that. It's a case of, this could be a bland rock song, but I'm going to just put some down picking in it. And I'm going to make sure that, the distortion pedal is on for most of the song. Good groove to it as well. Didn't really hear the bass, but I think I'd need headphones for that to appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, to me, that's like I keep mentioning this band, but one of the biggest influences on alternative metal in the 90s is clearly Helmet. Now, obviously, they had a lot of visceral aggression, didn't they? And used some strange jazz phrasing in the songs, but that, I assume that's in Drop D. That Drop D crunch that infiltrated the mainstream. They are the band that really brought that in, and I can hear that in Disofluid's music in that song.
Fair enough. Andy?
Yeah, I think I can remember the one we've done before. When you sort of recap the video, I did remember that, but not by the band name, although it is very recent, so apologies for that. I think I like that song better than Mercury as well. It's a cool opening riff, it had a nice groove to it, and I like the guitar sound. I'm not sure whether sort of making it more metal would have improved it, or might have been taken away from the actual context of the song. She's got a nice voice. It's not, you can't class it as amazing. It's a nice vocal that she delivers, and it suits the material. It's not really my sort of thing, so I was kind of concentrating more on the video as well. I like the visuals, I like the effects they use, the shots sort of melting and sort of going up. Now there's lots of visual effects that they've sort of tried on the footage that they've recorded without going too overboard on those. They could have, let's use more, let's repeat them. But the video as a piece of work was really nice. I like that a lot. I say it's not really my sort of genre, but it's a good example, and I enjoyed listening to that.
Okay, well there we go. That was Disofluid. We are the Virus. Now, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And we will of course see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.